it started in 1952 that doctors came together. I should say members of the American Psychiatric Association came together to create a manual that doctors could use to better communicate with each other. And what's kind of fascinating, you talked about therapy and psychology versus psychiatry. So one's medical. The DSM became a way in the third edition. It's had 7 editions where it gets revised and more diagnoses are included. Never are they taken out, but more, and they're refined and the wording is changed. The third edition was really the turning point, and that was when a guy named Robert Spitzer, who again was very well intended. I'm totally pro psychiatry, by the way, so everybody knows. And so he was a psychiatrist and was just bent on making psychiatry a respected medical field. And it wasn't, because they didn't have the proof again. And so he's the one who came up with the symptom lists. So when you get depression, you have to have 5 of 9 of these symptoms. Now, when I got the major depressive disorder, diagnosis, I thought, okay, well, this is scientific. Like, this is medical, of course. And then in my research, as I went through, it's completely arbitrary. So Robert Spitzer is quoted. It's a fascinating and penetrating and frightening quote, but he was asked why you have to have 5 of 9 symptoms to receive a major depression diagnosis. And he said, well, we were sitting around the table and we went around and we said, how many do you think we should have? And 6 just seemed like too many and 4 too few. Like, they were completely arbitrary.
Wow. Yeah.
And we still have the 5. Now, again, the DSM is useful. We use it. So you mentioned to get, so therapists can be reimbursed. We use those diagnostic codes. And we use it for legal matters. We use it for when people need educational services, you need it to file for disability. I don't want to throw it out the window. I mean, I don't think it's totally useless. What I'm really hoping for is full transparency. I just want everyone to know what they're really getting. And then we can make more informed decisions about our mental health and decide. Because I think there were times, like you said, there were times in my life where, for me, the diagnoses tended to become self-fulfilling prophecies. And so I see where they were very unhelpful, but they were also helpful. Ultimately, I did get well. And I couldn't have done that without the doctors I saw.